Welcome to part number 27 of Mysterious TikToks. I think this is going to be the greatest UFO video of all time. I have found so much compelling footage that you are 100% going to believe in aliens after watching this video. A lot of you have probably heard about the Miami Mall alien event that happened last year in 2024. Now, at the end of this video, a witness has come forward testifying that he saw creatures there, and he goes into great detail, so make sure you watch until the end for that. So if you haven't already, leave me and Paul, my mate here, a like on this video, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, alright? Because if you don't, I'm going to send the aliens after you. Someone's calling me. Okay, that's definitely not a meteorite or a comet. That thing just stopped in the air and changed direction.
What?
Okay, yeah, that is insane. I thought it was a comet watching that, and it stopped multiple times. Everyone's talking about this video. So many people send it to me. It's going crazy viral. People have got all types of theories, but I'm interested to hear yours. So read me a comment. Read me a comment? Write me a comment what you think this thing is.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, what is that? Gabby. Oh my god. What is that? Oh my god, I'm shaking. Guys.
Oh my god.
Se abrió del cielo como
¿Qué es
nada.
eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso?
Oh my god.
Que no es mentira, aquí estoy.
Oh my god. Gabby. What is that?
Eso, vos no, en serio vos.
Oh my
Está
god.
tirando fuego.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you see the sparkles around?
Yes, I see the sparkles. Y viste que tiró como una llama.
What is
nena.
it?
Oh my god.
Is it a shooting star?
That's definitely not a shooting star. There are so many videos of this same thing going through the sky. We're going to watch another one in a sec. And it's got all those sparkling lights around it, and it swirls in the middle and changes colour. So, I don't know. I have no idea what this thing is. So if you think you know, write in the comments. Definitely, let me know.
I'm getting a video. There's this huge thing making a re-entry right now. Huge fireball up in the sky. That's actually sick. It's just leaving a trail across the sky. That thing's coming from like several times the speed of sound into the atmosphere. It's crossing over the sky. Hold on, I need to get out and record this. Look at that thing. Oh, I gotta record on it. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Look at it.
The strange thing is, a lot of these sightings are happening in the same area around the same time. That could just be a passing by rock, but I guess we're not going to know, are we? It's the orbs that are actually stationary and changing direction, like the one we saw in the first video. But let me know what you think about that one anyway.
Do you see that?
It's dead ass aliens right now.
No way, I think it's the moon coming out.
Nah, that's like a portal. To
No,
another-
it's a oh wait, hold on.
It's a portal. to
No,
another-
that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh my god.
You'll see it's like spinning.
Yeah, what the heck? Oh! Oh my god!
Not like dead ass. What is that?
No, it stopped spinning for a minute. Hold up.
No, it's not spinning. It's just going a different direction.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the thing. We always think aliens fly around in these big grey discs, but aliens could just be smoke and air. Aliens could be clouds, right? Aliens could...
The only hardcore thing is that there is an extremely classified document dealing with religion, and it's about that thick. Period. But why would there be any classified material dealing with religion?
I want to go back to the religion thing. I want you to say it.
It's so far out.
All right, your objection has been noted.
Okay.
What does it say?
That we're containers. That's how supposedly the aliens look at us. That we are nothing but containers.
Containers of?
Containers. Maybe containers of souls. You can come up with whatever theory you want, but we're containers. And that's how we're mentioned in the documents. That religion was specifically created so we have some rules and regulations for the sole purpose of not damaging the containers.
Yeah, I've heard about this before, that often people that have seen documents of aliens, that they refer to human beings as containers, whether that's the soul. And I do wonder if aliens believe in the creator as well, because we've been made by the creator and he's given us a soul, right? Because we're made in the likeness of him. And aliens are trying to extract it because they don't have one. But let me know what you think about that. I could be onto something there, I reckon.
There was a talk about souls. They were interested in our soul somehow. How do we have a soul? How does this container hold a soul? That was a strange conversation. I thought, man, that's just weird stuff people talk about on this base. I was sitting outside of my office, smoking a cigarette at the table with all the guys from the 732nd, the communication guys that listen to people talk. There was a couple of officers there. There was a first lieutenant and a second lieutenant, and then I believe there was a lieutenant colonel. They were talking about how these beings from other planets were interested in our soul. How did our soul get in our body, and how could they extract our soul? How did it fit? Could they move the soul to another vessel? Stuff like that. It was like, it was crazy, but I just listened, and it started to make some sense that these beings from other planets are interested in our soul. And how is it in the container? And they could repair our containers and do all kinds of stuff to us, but they couldn't get our soul. They wanted to know how to capture the soul. We were on an Earth school. Our souls were in school. Somehow this is where our souls came to learn. And they wanted to know how to get our souls, the knowledge of the souls, or something that we've learned in this lifetime.
Sorry, Paul, mate. Looks like you ain't making it to heaven, mate. You ain't got a soul, so sorry about that. You ain't having mine either. I need mine. I want to ask you all a question. And this isn't just for people of faith. This is just for everyone, right? Two human beings can create flesh. Humans make humans, right? But the soul that we all have, where does that come from? Two human beings can't create a soul, can they? A mum and dad don't put the soul in their child. So if you don't have faith, answer me this question. How does a soul get into a human being's body if it's not from the parents? Write me a comment down below what you think.
Ipo, buha ka noy. Oo, ipo. Asa na maglanding? Guys, naiipo diri sa Lisandra, guys.
Nakita ka, Rick.
Sinuod yung ipo, guys. Guys, oh.
Buha ka noy.
Guys, oh, napusi.
Right, don't panic. That's not an alien spraying COVID-20 down. That's called a crop drone, and that's actually a drone that farmers have bought to spray their crops. So I didn't even know that was a thing.
Following the introduction of modifications which had been indicated by the results of full-scale tunnel testing of the Avro car at NASA Ames Research Center, a continuation test program was begun. The objective of this program was to prove the effectiveness of the new control system from hovering through transition in the presence of the ground up to free flight conditions. The program consisted in the main of further wind tunnel tests at Ames Research Center to prove the effects of these modifications, with a short flight test program at Avro to establish that the hovering capability had not deteriorated. A brief terrain test program was later added. The modifications provided for aft deployment of the peripheral jet sheet from the wing tip for transition and forward flight.
I am here to discuss the so-called flying saucers. We can say that the recent sightings are in no way connected with any secret development by any department of the United States.
It's crazy to think they had that tech that long ago. Think what they've got now. Imagine what our military and our government have got in those bunkers, ready for some sort of event or something. I definitely think that's going to happen. I definitely think that. They're going to try and use something to scare us to give up something of ours. You know, more freedom being taken away.
It'd be easier to go to the moon than it would be to fake it. No, it wouldn't.
Right.
Not if you physically can't get a human being through the Van Allen radiation belts. They lied about everything. So the idea that they didn't lie about this one thing, the moon landing, was all 100% legit. Meanwhile, got all sorts of problems because you got to think, like, how are they taking pictures? Who's going to take the picture of them out there? This is part of the problem with the lunar module leaving the moon and going back towards the orbiter, and it looks so fake. It looks so fake. It looks so ridiculous. There's no plumes of fire. Like, that's nonsense. It looks like it's being pulled by strings.
Yeah.
And the camera, which is operated, remotely, pans perfectly to catch it. How does that thing like shoot off into space? How does it have the power? Where's the engine?
They usually car batteries, right? On that thing, allegedly. That's what Bart Sibrel says.
It's still 1/6 of Earth's gravity. It's still a significant amount of gravity. It's not the same gravity as Earth, but how are you getting that footage? Like, what are you doing? This is 1969. You're on the phone with Richard Nixon from the moon. They could fake that.
Yeah, I'm still not sure on the moon landing. I think if we actually did go there, why aren't we gone back? I'm actually interested. Do a lot of you think we actually went to the moon? Seriously, do you think? Write me down in the comments below. Actually, why you think we haven't gone, or why do you think they did fake it? Because that must have been hard to fake.
Thousands saw this clip and believed that 12-foot-tall aliens are roaming the area. But what really happened in that Miami mall that night? On January 1st, 2024, just after midnight, chaos erupted outside the Bayside Marketplace in Miami, Florida. Official reports say it was just a fight between a group of 50 to 60 teenagers causing chaos, which involves fireworks. The internet wasn't convinced. Multiple people who were at or near the Bayside Marketplace that night claimed they saw something not human.
Everybody's nosy. And as soon as it started popping, this thing started glowing and it started going like a force field. Woo, 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 woo. Started glowing, and it looked like somebody put a foot out like that. And then somebody put a hand out like that. And then all you see was this. All you see was like this, an image like that. That's all I see. This was all glowing, so it was bright.
Eyewitnesses described tall, shadowy figures, standing anywhere from 8 to 10 feet tall, with glowing eyes and unusual movement, as if they were gliding or sprinting unnaturally fast. Some said the beings were black, featureless shapes, almost like cloaked figures, while others swore they saw them standing on rooftops or moving between cars in the parking lot. Several videos captured during the chaos seemed to show distorted silhouettes or figures flashing past the camera.
Right, I know something very strange happened here because it was a massive event, so many people saw weird things, but why not one piece of evidence on a phone? How many people had a 4K smartphone in their pocket and nothing was captured?
Only fueled the belief that something otherworldly had appeared that night. While none of these claims were officially verified, the consistency in descriptions across dozens of unconnected social media posts is what made the conspiracy take off. TikTok, X, and Reddit are flooded with slowed-down footage, color-adjusted frames, and users claiming to have enhanced the clips to reveal something inhuman. In some, you can almost make out a tall silhouette. In others, it's just shadows and chaos. But that didn't stop thousands from stitching their own theories, calling it everything from a government experiment to an interdimensional breach. Interestingly, none of the eyewitnesses knew each other, yet their descriptions were strangely similar. That's what made the internet latch on. It didn't feel like a prank. It felt like something had happened, something strange enough that the official explanation didn't quite cover it. Skeptics argue it's a classic case of mass hysteria amplified by social media. One person misinterprets a shadow, says alien, and within minutes, a dozen others think they saw it too. Mix in shaky camera footage, the adrenaline of a New Year crowd, and the dramatic police response. And suddenly, the narrative writes itself.
I still think something strange happened. for that many people to be panicked, had said they saw the same thing, all from all walks of life. I mean, we're just about to watch someone that said they saw it, and he's the first person that's come forward and actually has a story that seems reliable. So we're going to watch it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like something strange happened here. And if you have details on this event, because I'm not too clued up on it, let me know in the comments down below.
I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout, but what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, but our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew, and then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store just running out in a direction. So as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we looked behind us, and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. Everyone, all of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. Yeah, it looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, I was about 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, they're tall. So we all just looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly observing us. It was sentient, right? Or whatever. I don't know.
Now I'm even more confused because I believe him. He looks very uncomfortable telling that story. What would be the purpose of lying about something like that? What would be the point? Surely he's putting his family at risk, and himself, and his credibility, and his career at risk by just telling that story. I just think if that many people see the same thing, it probably happened. If we have witness accounts, and not everyone's description will be exactly the same. If you get 10 people to describe an elephant, they're not going to have the same things. They might start on different features first, but they all said they saw the same creature, same height, same sort of appearances. Very, very strange. So write down some comments down below what you think about that event. And if you want me to watch more and look into more, because there's plenty of videos of it, let me know down below as well. I don't know why I had this on my heart today to speak about, and it's primarily about one struggle that many people have, and that's lust. And that's something I struggled with my whole life, having I also was addicted to porn as well growing up. Devastating addiction. And I know a lot of men, women as well, deal with the same problem. And I wanted to just share a little message. If you're asking God to take away your struggles, your lust, whatever, your addictions, He won't just take it away, because you won't grow. You have to put your flesh in submission. You have to submit yourself to God. You have to. That's the only way, because you will never ever defeat it. You will never overcome it. You must crucify your flesh, just as He did to defeat it. you will never ever be able to defeat it on its own. You have to run from it. You have to run. I know we all struggle with different things, guys, whether it's addiction, depression, alcohol, whatever it is. You will not defeat it by yourself. You have to keep going, and I know it's hard. Trust me, I know. I've fallen 1,000 times, thousands of times. But you have to get back up, and you have to keep fighting. But us humans, we're not strong enough to defeat it on our own. There's some things that we're not strong enough. You can't fight it. We have to turn away. And if you don't have faith, if you have faith, I can't say this 100 times, but you have to pick up your cross and turn away from sin. You have to, before it's too late. I'm not on a pedestal, guys. I'm not up here speaking down to anyone. Like, I don't deserve any of this support. I don't deserve any of this. But I'm just telling you what worked for me, and what saved me was that right there. That saved me from my darkness. And I just can't. That's the only thing I had, and still have. That's why Jesus said, do not fight lust. You have to run from it, because you will never win. You will never win that battle. So I just wanted to say that and speak that to everyone out there, as I know that's a problem that a lot of people deal with. And I just wanted to share what saved me from it. And trust me, do not say you're not worthy of it, because none of us are. I'm not, you're not, no one is. That's what grace is. So, start that journey, guys. And I'm happy to help you on the way. Just leave me a comment. I respond to as many comments as I can. Reach out to me. I'm always here for you all. I'm always here for you all. And I'm not a teacher. I'm just an echo of the cross. I'm just an echoing of him. I am not a teacher by any means. I'm not a righteous person. I'm not a good person. I'm not. I try to be good. I just try and be humble and echo what I've learned and what worked for me. But don't look up to me. I'm not. I struggle with things every day. So I just wanted to share that as well. I just wanted to share that with you. I had it on my heart as soon as I woke up that this is what I wanted to talk about. So thank you all so much. God bless you all. And I'll see you again tomorrow. See you then.